Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mika and here on my channel I do fragrance reviews. Thank you for stopping by. Today I'll be sharing with you some scents that I wore for the month of October. If that's something that you're interested in, then stay tuned. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and comment on fragrance recommendations that you think I'll like. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right on in. Today I want to share with you my scent of the day. This here is a discontinued gem. Don't know why they always discontinue the best fragrances. But this here is Stella. Stella is my favorite rose fragrance. This is an all-time luxurious and beautiful and musky rose fragrance. It ranks as the #1 top rose fragrance in my collection. To me, this here is a unicorn. It is the most realistic rose. It is done so right. This is chef's kiss. It's bright, it's fresh, it's clean. It has a peony forwardness to it with lots and lots of longevity. It's sultry. It's just that perfect fragrance for rose lovers. Alright, so that is my scent of the day. If you ever see this on Poshmark or Mercari, scoop it up. Next is another discontinued gem. This here is Armani Code Cashmere. This is the Cashmere one, not the satin. I have the satin, but this past month I wore the Cashmere. And to me, this here is exactly what the name is. It is just like a cashmere sweater to me. It has notes of orange blossom, jasmine, sambac, almond milk, heliotrope, iris, a little suede, a little leather, incense, and patchouli. Not very much patchouli in here. This is a beautiful, soft, and powdery scent, and I think it is just blended to perfection with the almonds and white florals in here. And I just hate that they discontinued this. This here is really good, and that whole Armani Code line I just thought was just bangers. Next is another one of my favorite houses, especially during the winter and fall seasons, and this here is Bois Vanille by Serge Lutens. And this here is a perfect, unique vanilla that knows how to behave itself. This vanilla has loads of character from the smokiness and a perfectly balanced sweetness. It is not going to get you a toothache. It has honey, beeswax, benzoin, and tonka. I love it for the beeswax note as well as the coconut. It's not too coconutty where it smells like a sunscreen summer fragrance, but it just gives it a hint of coconutty. It's warm, it's cozy, and it's not a loud fragrance. It's not going to be beast mode shouting at you. This is one of those fragrances that is just meant for you. And this is just fine perfumery in my opinion. I think that Serge Lutens cannot do anything wrong. And it just reminds me of a favorite soft but smooth vanilla candle that you have just blown out, and you're sitting on the couch in a cashmere sweater, and it's just warm and cozy in the atmosphere. Again, that's Bois Vanille by Serge Lutens. Here's another one of my all-time favorites. This here is Delina Exclusive, and this is my favorite Delina line. I love this one. I get so many compliments with this particular Delina, and it is just suede, milky rose, and it just has the right amount of incensiness and the right amount of fruitiness and a touch of oud. This is a great gateway oud to try. It gives me a cozy feeling. It's just very high quality, very long lasting, and I love the incense and the vanilla in here, and it's just definitely one of my all-time favorites. And So smooth and enjoyable. Again, that's Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. This next fragrance was recommended by one of my subscribers, and I'm so happy that she did. This new fragrance has now become one of my top fall fragrances, and this here is Winter Palace by Mimo Paris. And this here is just an aromatic green scent with tea notes and a beautiful vanilla with some citruses. It has loads of character. It smells of quality like all of the Mimo Paris fragrance line. And it just smells like quality to me. All of their ingredients just smell like it is not synthetic, but just pure quality ingredients. And I love the hint of sweetness from the vanilla in here. It's not overly sweet, but it's sweet to the point where it balances out the citruses as well as the tea notes. And like again I said, the quality in here is phenomenal. It's bright, it's airy. It reminds me of going outside on an early fall morning and you're the only one outside. Everyone is still asleep and you have a cup of tea and it's just a gorgeous fall morning. But the smell of the outside, that's what this fragrance reminds me of. Again, I do want to say thank you to the subscriber who recommended this to me, and it is now one of my top 10 fall fragrances. This next one I have a travel size of, and it's one of my favorite gourmands. This here is Prada Candy. I love this mainly because of the dry down, but Prada Candy is a waxy caramel powdery vanilla that has a sensual musk to it, and this is something that I think is unisex. Both men and women can wear this, even though it's marketed to women. It sits close to the skin and it's inoffensive, and I fell in love with its delicate musky base. It's not juvenile, and it's just something that I just love wearing around the house. And it's not a, gourmand where it's too sweet, and it works in all seasons. Again, that's Prada Candy by Prada. This next fragrance, I do admit that it is something that I don't recommend you blind buying, but this is Pure Noir by Anine Bing, and this here is a gorgeous simple bottle. The notes are oak tree, papyrus, saffron, black rose, never heard of a black rose, pepper, mahogany, Gaiac wood, and Spanish labdanum. If you like Black Orchid by Tom Ford or even How Fetty, this is something that I think you would like. It leans masculine to me, but it also smells very mysterious. Because of that masculinity in here, I do have to have some type of vanilla lotion or some type of other vanilla fragrance to layer this with to just make it more feminine. It is just a gorgeous woody fragrance that I love, and in here the rose is soft. You're really going to get all of those woods, and they play so well together. Again, that's Pure Noir by Anine Bing, and it's a gorgeous fragrance for fall and winter. Another one of my favorites. You can wear this all year round, but I love wearing it in the fall and winter. And this is Jasmins Marzipane by Lancôme. And this here is a floral vanilla, and it was also created by Dominique Ropion. It has a rich texture to me, and it's one of those fragrances where it's not overly sweet, as the name may give you the perception that it's sweet, but it's not. and it has jasmine, almond with slight woods touch, and this is a must-love for jasmine lovers. It's elegant and it's long-lasting. I really enjoy wearing this. Again, this is Jasmine's Marzipane by Lancôme. This next one is by one of my favorite houses, and this here is Amanece La Bella Cibeles by Loewe. This here is a unisex floral. It leans a little feminine to me, but it has vanilla, rose, iris, and other floral notes. It's very long lasting. I get about 12 plus hours with this, and I do agree that it smells a touch like La Vie Belle, but I think it's a more refined version of it. Right from the start, you're going to get that rosiness, then you get the magic of the dry down, where it then becomes and can be seen as unisex, but it then becomes very musky sweet. I would not wear this in the heat. It's better for cooler weather. And I do think that this house has a lot of bangers in here. This house has so many favorites in here. And this one here is one of my favorites from Loewe. Again, this is Amanece La Bella Cibeles by Loewe. This next one is a new to me fragrance. I got this month of October, and this here is Jasmine Musc by Narciso Rodriguez. And my apologies if it's somewhat blinding. But this here is, I'm going to turn it so it doesn't blind you. It's a gorgeous bottle. This here is a rich and creamy white floral, and if I didn't say, it's Jasmine Musc by Narciso Rodriguez. It's a rich and creamy white floral. It's new. It's a new launch for this house. It has ylang ylang, gardenia, jasmine tuberose, vanilla, musk, and some woodsy notes. It's a sweet scent from Narciso Rodriguez. It's very different from what I'm used to from this house. And to me, this leans feminine, but it can definitely sweeten up a masculine scent if it's used for layering. It has an airy quality that makes it easy to wear in just an everyday wear. Like I said, it's just not something that I expected from Narciso Rodriguez. And just from reading the notes, I thought that this was something that I would like. You know, with the jasmine, gardenia, tuberose, ylang ylang. Those are notes that are just right up my alley. I just expected it to be more musky and creamy, like the little peach cube ombre. I kind of just, for some reason, just thought it would be creamy and enveloping like that. But this here is a love for white floral lovers. I'm not disappointed. It's just that I was expecting something more creamier. Again, this is Jasmine Musc by Narciso Rodriguez. This next one was something that I just couldn't put down. It's fairly new to my collection. I got it in the month of October, I believe. And this is Prada Paradox. And it has notes of pear, tangerine, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, bourbon vanilla. It has white musk. And what drew me in was the note of pear. I am a sucker for pear notes. This fragrance is subtle and comforting. It just reminds me of a girl next door type of fragrance. It leaves a gorgeous trail. Longevity, I got about 5 hours. It's just a crowd pleaser. It's not something that is just groundbreaking, but it just sparks femininity with a playful side. And for that reason, I think it's nice. Again, this is Paradox by Prada. This is a fragrance from my favorite house, Xerjoff, And this here is Shunkoin by Xerjoff. And this here is just so tranquil and serene. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, tranquil vanilla. This to me is just magical. You get soft whips of the touch of orris upon first spray, and then you get it followed up by this fluffy vanilla, and as it dries down it gets more tranquil because a whiff of powderiness upon first spray, and then as it dries down you get that touch of fluffy vanilla, and it's just tranquility in a bottle to me. I think it lasts longer on clothes than it does skin, and so I do recommend just spraying both. But to me, this is definitely unisex. Men and women can wear this. Again, this here is Shunkoin by Xerjoff. This next one is a very new fragrance to me, and this here is Baciami by Bvlgari. And this here is gorgeous. Let me first begin by saying this is totally worth the hype. I love this. It has notes of gardenia, vanilla, amber, and this is just absolutely addictive. For it to have such few notes in here, it is blended so well. I love this. My first impression was just love at first sniff. And it's not too sweet. At first, when I first sprayed it, it was sweet. It was very sweet to me. And then as it dried down, I started to get, I would say about 15 minutes later, I started to get a beautiful floral, the beautiful floral note of gardenia in here, and it just started shining. And I woke up and my whole bedding, my sheets, my pillowcase, everything just smelled of this beautiful gem. It just had a gorgeous aroma. I love how this is blended. It is just blended so well for it to have 3 main notes. It's strong, but it's pretty. It lasts a long time. Like I said, I was able to spray it at night, and I woke up and just got some beautiful whiffs. It wasn't barely there, it was still there. And it's just very beautiful. This is beautiful to me. This next fragrance, I got this because I missed out on the first launch of this. And I was getting FOMO, which is fear of missing out, because I saw so many people talking about this beautiful gem. And this is Kayali's The Wedding Silk Santal 36. And I like this. I think it is worth the hype too. I love the notes of the champagne, the freesia, black currant, and then it has nectarine, praline, orange blossom, jasmine, and May rose. It also has some vanilla sugar, some sandalwood, and musk in here. The musk is what made me fall in love with this. It is just gorgeous. It's a light, feminine white musk to me. The notes are just so lovely together. I can see this being a scent for a bride, and it's just gorgeous. I really hate that so many people missed out the second go round. So when this relaunches, I do recommend getting one. And I just want to thank my subscriber who reminded me of the second relaunch. I had it already in my phone, but she had also just reached out to say, don't forget that the Wedding Silk Santal launches today, and I was able to get it immediately. So guys, that wraps up the fragrances that I wore for the month of October. I just want to say thank you so much for supporting my channel and helping me to grow. If this is the type of content that you like, please hit the subscribe button, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye-bye.